What's up, everyone? This is the Buggy-sama Fan Club. Yay!
Yay!
Today is Saturday, August 2nd.
It's August, damn.
Oh my goodness.
Damn, it is, yeah.
We missed last week. Yes, we did. So we're gonna make up for it with extra long speakage this week.
It was my fault. I forgot my
Special thanks to my boy Alex here. All right, I am Jahan. I'm here with
Alex.
And our special guest hailing from Japan.
I'm John.
Yay! That was good.
John Des.
Okay, so we're here to talk about Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece, and we'll get right into it and start talking about Bleach. The last two chapters were Bleach 590, Marching Out the Zombies, and then Marching Out the Zombies 2.
It's like,
just like
it was like B-rated movies, right? Like ready to go, dude.
Sci-Fi
Sharknado
Channel.
1,
horrible
Sharknado
like
2.
I think I saw this on the Sci-Fi Channel, bro.
Yeah, March Out the Zombies.
Yeah, dude. Now it makes sense though. The headless star, dude. Yeah, it all makes sense.
Yeah, now it totally makes sense. Suddenly it's illuminated.
Yeah. Oh,
Zing.
It's funny.
You get it because Mayuri is so incandescent.
I try to ignore it, though. Whatever.
God damn it. Acknowledge my greatness.
All right. Whatever. And, okay, so, quick summary. Mayuri shows up with his light suit.
His zoot suits.
We totally learned that, like, Bambietta and the cockroach boy, or whatever boy that is, they totally have, like, some dirty sexual shit going on.
Yeah.
Dirty. And then,
What is that dirty?
I mean,
like, even she looks like she's dripping cum from her mouth.
like, yeah, there's a panel specifically, like, just really, really detailing her, like, sort of mouth and drool just coming out of it, like.
On, chapter 590, page 7.
Yeah, I don't know what he's trying to insinuate there.
Or page 8, even. I want Gigi's. Give me the cock, please.
I mean, I'm guessing it's, like, an after effect of her powers, right?
yeah, of, like, the
it's probably-
zombification.
Yeah.
You probably...
Maybe. Oh, that's interesting.
You probably become, like, just as horny as that thing is.
It's probably something else, but I mean, clearly it's actually insinuating something else. Like, that's why, like, it's kind of left out in the open, right?
Alright.
But I'm guessing
be
it's
some side
sort of
effect.
thing that, like, when you're a zombie, it's like you need to have this one thing, and she probably has it or something.
I think they could become, like, cokeheads, where, like, they'll do your bidding as your zombie as long as you give them their GG. Like,
Yeah, something along those lines. This is kind of a weird theory of mine, but, like...
About
I don't know.
about the zombie thing?
No, about just, like, mangas in general, right? Like
Right.
I think Fairy Tail is really notorious for this, like, kind of creating scenarios that, like, are incredibly, like, sexually, like,
Charged,
well, no, not charged, suggestive, I guess I should say.
I guess. Yeah.
You know, and, like, sometimes I wonder, what's the purpose behind that, and then it gets me thinking, because, like, there are, like, hentais out there that, like, are made based off, like, certain scenes in a manga, and it makes me think that maybe some of these, like, these series, right, like, maybe they purposely put these scenarios out there because they probably get some sort of, like, revenue off, like, people, like
royalties?
yeah, royalties, yeah, like, they have to, right? Because it's like, because those hentais are made, like, through publications, and they're taking, like, brands and they're using them, so, like, they probably do, like, make royalties off them.
and
so,
it's
like,
probably, like, a publicity type thing, too. Like, maybe someone, like, watches that hentai and goes, like, oh, I wonder what that actual story is like, and they go, like, read the manga.
yeah, the characters seem very, like, three-dimensional and interesting.
Except I'd rather just see him fuck.
Yeah, I don't know, but, I mean, apparently Bleach has stooped to that low. Kind of, like, creating this, like, Bombi, what's the cockroach's name? Cockroach boy? Like, it's like a hentai just, like, based all around him and his, like, giant harem of zombie chicks.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just like, I don't know. It's just a theory of mine, but I feel like, why else would you do that? Why else would you put that in your canon?
Yeah.
You know?
Most of these, I think, yeah, all of these shonen manga have had their moments, like, basically.
Like, or even before that, they draw Rangiku and like Orihime with ridiculous titties. Like,
Yeah.
who has those? Like, that's crazy. Like, why would
Tsunade.
No, I mean, I can kind of pass that off as just like being like characters, like female characters portrayed like very sexually, just like not like charged, not necessarily charged, but just obviously their physicality is very sexual.
Like they're very sexual, but they can still like go toe to toe with these guys and shit. Like,
yeah, but I'm
like
saying,
that.
but I'm saying like their like large breasts, aren't necessarily to like create hentai scenarios so much as it is just having like attractive female characters for like males to come and read the manga. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I think it's kind of just like an emphasis of like femininity and stuff. Like, I don't know. And I guess like the audience, it's definitely for some fan service too.
Yeah.
I guess if I was trying to sell my manga, I would need at least a couple huge tittied characters.
at least a couple, if not all.
I don't even need like I don't even need like
just
I don't even need deep storytelling. I just need like deep cleavage. That's all.
Man. All right. Well, I think we can wrap up the podcast. Ending on those insightful words from John Garcia.
It's the secret, kids.
I learned a lot today, guys.
Anyway, so
Maybe it is some weird side effect of the zombie thing. Maybe they'll turn on her later. It's kind of like her fatal flaw in her ability. Maybe they crave her blood. Oh, that would be fucking brutal, dude. Like,
oh, that'd be insane. Yeah,
like they crave the blood
that.
because that's what turned them in the first place.
Yeah, and then they freaking tear her apart, dude.
Oh,
tear her apart.
yeah.
It's like ripping to shreds. Kind of like that movie. There's like that
Shaun of the
vampire
Dead.
movie, dude.
Shaun of the Dead, dude.
No, there's a vampire movie where it's like I don't want to spoil it, but that's like kind of the end where like
What's the name of it?
Daybreakers.
Don't tell me.
Yeah,
But no, like Shaun of the Dead, man. Like, it reminds me of that. You've seen Shaun of the Dead, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen
that scene?
Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, that's the one with Simon Pegg, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like that nerdy like asshole friend. Like he gets like taken by the zombies. They start like ripping his guts out and shit.
Yeah.
He's just like I don't know. That's what I'm like picturing.
I'm picturing that, but you instead.
We forgot to do our spoilers thing. So we're spoiling all the mangas here, but not just that. We're also spoiling, just whatever movies we feel like dishing out there. So just
right.
avoid at all costs. Just shut off this podcast because everything you love is just gonna.
If you get butthurt from spoilers, just stop listening, and just stop like being a little bitch, I guess.
Yeah. Well, Alex was good, and he said I don't want to spoil the vampire thing, but I accidentally spoiled Shaun of the Dead. If you haven't seen it,
yeah.
So sorry about that, people. But yeah, so we'll be spoiling lots of stuff in this podcast.
That's what these are for, I believe.
It is. But if you're caught up, it makes it that much more rewarding.
So anyway, to continue, what happens is, dude, I will never remember this Quincy Z. We're gonna call him Quincy Z.
The cockroach boy.
The cockroach boy.
Quincy Z, the cockroach boy.
Just say zombie bitch, man.
The zombie bitch. All right. Zombie bitch whips out her like army or posse of zombified Shinigami that were defeated by the Quincy's. And what's his face? Mayuri's like, oh, you think you got a squad? You don't got a squad. And whips out the Arankaras that were defeated by the Shinigami in the previous to the previous arc. Or even more previous.
Back in, Hueco Mundo.
Really, really previous.
Oh, and also Bambietta got blown to shreds. That happened.
Bambietta gets wrecked.
Yeah. She's got like limbs hanging off and shit.
And then these Arankar are kind of like wrecking on these Shinigami zombies.
Alright, so we're doing 2 chapters together. So we're going in from 5. So we already said that earlier, but now we're moving on to 591, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, real quick.
Marching out the zombies too. Oh, quick stop that I have to make. When the freaking tango dancer, salsa dancer, Arankar like resurrection. That guy.
Yeah, the Spanish
he-
guy.
Yeah, the Spanish guy. When he chucks Bambietta, he purposely chucks him at Mayuri.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
But unfortunately, you missed me. He's like, I'll try to hit you. Oh, we're friends. And then
Yeah.
he does his chest beam thing.
What does he say? What does he say again? So, in pieces!
The build-up line is, I guess the zombie just won't die until it's in pieces!
That's all!
What the?
I just like how I imagine him like screaming that. Just like as like a giant ball of energy just like flies out of his chest.
And the great reveal, though, at the end of these, the main point of these, and like the creme de la creme, is the reveal that Hitsugaya has been zombified. And is he also wearing a Stern Ritter uniform?
Yeah.
Wait, we never saw that happen, did we?
No,
We
I
never
don't,
saw
I
that
don't
did
think
we-
so. I don't even remember, like, didn't Hitsugaya, he lost, right?
Yeah, he
In the
lost
fight,
to
right?
the Baz B, bro.
He lost to Baz B, and then what happened? So
Was
we
it
just-
Baz B?
Yeah, and then Kang Do came in and finished him off. Isn't that it?
Oh yeah, Kang Dookie. No. Kang Do was going to, but then I think Hitsugaya got his Bankai back, right? Like at that exact moment, and then he like wrecked Kang Do.
Is that what happened?
I think so. I remember Kang Do got wrecked somehow, and then like he went back to the master and like got sodomized probably, and then died.
Dude, why do we not remember this? It's not even that long ago.
I have no
No,
idea.
I remember.
Yeah.
But I think Hitsugaya was off screen like taken over by the zombie bitch,
Yeah.
which definitely poses a problem now.
You know,
This
like
is-
when I
he's pretty cray.
yeah, when I saw this like this development at the end here, like the whole scenario is just like so underwhelming. Like it's really kind of sad. Like I really wish because I was saying earlier, right, that like Kubo like really just did not pay enough attention to the guy who was fighting Kenpachi, the imagination dude,
Grammy?
right?
The imagination machine.
Yeah, like you know, his powers are so freaking inconceivably amazing that it's like he should have been like built up to be like this like really big deal to take on, right? Like
He
the
shouldn't have
right-
even been, man. That I wouldn't have even gone that far as to make him like an enemy.
like he's
I don't know what
crazy,
Kubo
dude.
was
That
thinking.
power is like insane. But like to use him in such like an underwhelming way, like to make him just like one of many, is just kind of like that was lame off the bat. Now this is like a second example of doing exactly that, you know what I mean? Like if like the cockroach boy had a much more serious like character design and just like looked a lot more badass, like this power would be pretty insane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, imagine if, yeah, like dramatically speaking, it would have been freaking nuts if like the cockroach boy was actually like a character we could actually take seriously, and he comes back with Yamamoto, like that would be fucking
be
nuts.
fucked
Like
up.
how the hell would you take that on? Like that would feel really dramatically just kind of frightening to me. Like that would feel like a big deal, you know?
He like brings back the
All
lower
the-
half of Yamamoto.
Was-
he got like cut in half, didn't he?
Yeah, but I mean, like his zombie powers allows the people to fuse
Oh,
back
yeah,
together.
yeah.
But I mean,
That's
there were like a number of Shinigami captains that got like felled in that initial fight, right? Wasn't there? There was more than
Yeah.
just. So like, I mean,
Yeah. Basically all of them.
I
really.
mean, yeah, if he had like, I don't know, he could have brought back like a lot. You know, maybe like half the forces back with him, or maybe half would be overdoing it, but like maybe like, you know, like a quarter, or I guess
Yeah.
Yamamoto itself would have been pretty gnarly, you know. But it's like, it's like, man, that's an opportunity, you know, gone to waste. Like, how would you fight Yamamoto? I think everyone there would have to be fighting this one dude. You know what I mean? It seems like a waste of power. But I don't know. Any thoughts?
I don't know. I'm digging this character. Like, I'm digging that it's not like some
Cockroach?
badass dude. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
digging that it's like some like sex perv creepy type thing. Like dressed like
deviant.
like dressed like a chick. Like, dude, I don't know. I like this like creepiness to him. Like that he has. Like the way he like totally like bitch slapped Bambi when she asked for the GG. I was like, dude, like, I mean, if that's not Pimp Hand Strong, then I don't know what Pimp Hand Strong is. You know. So like I don't know, I'm digging this, and I feel like it would have been like ridiculous if they brought back Yamamoto in that sense. Like he's already been through too much.
Nah, dude, that's like rubbing salt in the wound, though. You know, that was their captain, and he got destroyed, and then now they're gonna take that captain and use him against them. Like that's like, I don't know. That makes things interesting, I think.
Dude, the zombie bitch should have gone and zombified Aizen, man. So we could have a Aizen 2.0 fight.
Yeah.
I agree with the imagination kid. I really didn't like that at all. I would have made that totally different. I would have made Zaraki fight like a similar type of guy. Like basically up to this point he's always fought like kind of bruisers and like fucking brawlers. I wouldn't have made him fight that imagination guy. I wouldn't have even made that imagination guy a character. That was just like, I don't know. I need something cool. Okay, I'll make it this. That felt like that. It's like a throwaway.
It was a throwaway.
Which is too bad. Yeah. So it's too bad. I would have made him fight like the gnarliest Stern Ritter that they have, like south of like the king. What's his name? Chuhabak. Yeah.
They introduced Baz B before. They introduced like Hashwath before. Like if any of those guys go down, then you know it's like a big deal because like the character has been there for a while and like they've like gone back to him. But like Gremmy was like the moment he appeared was a moment like the same like story chunk that he died in. So
yeah,
you're right, dude. I would have enjoyed Zaraki fucking up the wrestler guy, the luchador.
Oh yeah, that would have been crazy.
I think that would have made like so much more sense with the like villain kind of concept he was going for.
Oh yeah,
because Zaraki seems more like a villain than Renji does.
Yeah, that is pretty. That would have been interesting, and it would have been crazy to see Zaraki like rip him apart with his hands.
Just like constantly just like ripping him up and stuff.
That would have been crazy. Yeah,
that would have been more fun. And then like maybe Renji versus Baz B would have been fun, even though we're gonna see that now probably.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would have done, but that's Kubo.
Do you think Hitsugaya is gonna have like Stern Ritter powers?
Nah.
Like what if he like what are the Stern Ritter's Bankai called again? Like
Volstandig?
Yeah, you think he might have one? I mean, he's in full like regalia. Right?
No, I think that's just clothes though, because like if he had Quincy powers now, then like that would make him like Ichigo level, so that would be like a total different thing that they were doing, and that would take away from the uniqueness of Ichigo. So I feel like she just zombified him and made him like recruit into like the Stern Ritter. He probably replaced someone's letter or whatever, someone that died.
I don't know. I don't really feel like him having Quincy powers necessarily makes Ichigo any less special. Like, I mean, off the bat, I didn't really think that him having Quincy powers made him special anyway. I just thought it was kind of like an ass pull, personally, but...
For Ichigo's Quincy powers?
Yeah, but I mean, like, I think it makes sense if you get zombified on the Quincy side and you're in the full freaking commander's outfit. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. He even has a thing. He has that little badge on him that's like the Stern Ritter logo and everything. Like, I don't know. Well, maybe not.
What do you envision he would have?
Something ice-based. Something ice-related.
That would be pretty cool, I guess. But he'll probably just wreck with his sword, as usual.
Yeah.
I wonder who's gonna match up with him, who's gonna stop him. It can't be Mayuri. It could be, but I doubt it.
Yeah. It's gonna be Mayuri.
It's gonna be Mayuri.
Maybe Mayuri's gonna bring out more like of these like henchmen he has, like maybe a big hitter. You know what I mean?
He's gonna bring out Stark, dude.
Oh, that would be crazy. Technically, he could, right? I mean, he brought these guys back to life. Like they're all stitched up and shit. They were all fucked up. Stark was just cut in half or something, right? He could stitch him back up and bring him out. Dude, that would be awesome.
He's gonna bring out Stark. Blah 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 blah.
Pew pew.
Dude, if he brought out Stark, it's over, man. Just like blast all these zombies and it's done, man. That's cool. That's a good idea. But yeah. He's a guy's quite powerful.
Or would you guys entertain the idea that he's gonna bring back Haribel and we're gonna see a zombie Hitsugaya versus a zombie Haribel?
Who's Haribel?
The shark water Number 3 Espada.
Oh, okay.
Number 4
yeah,
is
yeah.
Spawn. Oh yeah, number 3. Number 3.
Numero tres.
Oh, so they're kind of like similar elements, is what you're getting.
They
at,
fought
right?
each other in the war.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
You don't remember
yeah.
that?
I think briefly. Oh no, they did. Yeah.
They fought each other in the war, man.
No, I don't remember it, man.
Her like one of her sword powers when she does her
Hey, can I have
release is like,
some Pop-Tart?
yeah, you can have the rest of this,
Alright,
man.
hell yeah, dude.
Dude, Pop Tart is for you, bro.
Oh, there's like nothing in here, man.
You want a fresh Pop-Tart?
Yeah, I'll take another one too, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Go ahead. All right. Anyway, her like release power water thing. She does cascada, and it's like a huge ass like thing of water, which sounds weak but is crazy strong.
What do you guys think of Hitsugai's powers? Like, where would you rank them in the scale of this universe?
Conceptually, they're pretty cool. They're really pretty to look at, but they're ultimately pretty useless. Like, he hasn't really been able to do much, I think,
Yeah,
in this
Like-
whole series.
he's been just like on the weaker side this entire time. Like,
Definitely. His design's cool, though. I do like his design.
like he couldn't beat anyone with just his Shikai. Like, that's how you know.
I think
like even like Byakuya used just his Shikai and took down some enemies. Like,
Yeah, he used to wreck people with this Shikai. I think he just gets naturally kind of nerfed by Kubo, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because in my estimation, like, his power is pretty top tier. Because I guess conceivably he's shown that he can control like the moisture in the atmosphere, and like that alone makes your power like so incredible, I think.
yeah, he can instantly change the temperature of water so it's freezing. Like,
Yeah. So basically it's like you'll never run out of a weapon unless you're like in the most arid desert or like hell or something.
yeah.
That's kind of like part of the problem, though, right? Is like the enemies he's facing are always like really, really experts. They're like experts in whatever field they're in, and so he's got like.
I guess he's like
out,
10 years old.
He's guy pulls out like an ice sword, you know, and it's like brittle, like whenever Kubo chooses to make it that way, you know, because it's not like real.
It should be brutal, like always, man.
I
It's like I remember.
I
Go ahead.
said brittle, not brutal.
It's brittle.
Yeah, it's always treated as brittle. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
I
it
guess
just
so.
gets like smashed apart. Like
Yeah, his ice.
yeah, I don't know. His character is definitely portrayed as weak. I'm not really sure if like that was the intention, but
Like his Bankai, like it's cool, but like it kind of doesn't make a difference.
yeah,
It's
like
kind of the same
it's
thing.
like, you know, if he defeats the enemy, it's because he has to, given the story circumstance. But like, I never really feel like he's like a great asset, you know, because he always fails to like deliver on the end.
Like his
He should be like the greatest asset, honestly. He can never like finish the job. Someone always like busts out of his ice, which is kind of bullshit, but it's too bad because I think his power is pretty god tier.
That's the whole like thing about Kuba nerfing him. Like technically, if he's got him in the ice, that means he's won. You know, that's his
even,
version of winning the fight. He got him in the ice.
Even like,
And you could just like keep adding layers and layers and layers of ice and like make it impossible to break out of it.
even what's her face?
Haribel survived.
No,
That's true. That's true. She did.
yeah.
Oh, Rukia.
Yeah,
Rukia,
Rukia.
yeah. Rukia's like ice powers are kind of like more. I could take them more
Explosive.
seriously than his
Yeah.
now at this point. Like, she's pretty crazy, right, with her new Bankai, and it's essentially kind of like, I mean, it's the same category, right? It's kind of repetitive.
Yeah,
Hers is kind of like an explosive power, though. It's like explosive ice. She like lowers her body temperature or something, and she's able to like do crazy shit. But it's like for split seconds.
Yeah.
So, but his is more just like constantly manipulating the ice.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a detriment to himself unless he like runs out. I think when he's in Bankai, he has those like ice flowers in the back. When it runs out, I think it.
because he can only
That's the
Bankai
only
for so
problem.
long, right?
Yeah,
Because he's weak.
yeah. I guess he's only like it's still a kid by the age scale of Soul Society.
Fucking freshman, dude.
Dude, he's like a junior high school
Sweet.
student, man.
I dropped a little bit of pop chart. And Justin's giving me the stink eye.
Yeah, he's got this stink eye right now.
Yeah, I got it, dude.
Are you sure you got it?
I got it. Yeah.
All right. All right. Now we're back. Now we're back. All right, guys.
Predictions for for the upcoming week of Bleach?
Like Alex said, I could feel the idea of Mayuri rip. I don't know. It'd also be kind of repetitive because like if Mayuri like whipped out another strong guy, like haha, look what I have, and then like
dude, but
like dude, like
that's how Kubo does things, though, dude. Repetitive.
That is really Kubo style. Ah, look who I have. Ah, look who I have.
And the first. Like, oh yeah, well hey, look at this other zombie guy I have. It's Yamamoto.
Oh.
But then like Mayuri's gonna be like, look. I made Robo Yamamoto. Yamamoto 2.0, dude.
Mecha Yama.
Dude, that'd be so awesome. I'd be really stoked. For once, I'd be really happy with Bleach if that happened.
Dude, if she could like sew people together with her zombie power, that'd be crazy. She could make like mutant fucking like Shinigami.
Oh yeah, like if they fused and stuff, that'd be insane.
Like, what if she took Bombietta and, like, gave her, like, you know how the wolf guy was just defeated, too? What if, like, sewed, like, his arms and shit, like, onto her, and she was, like, super strong and shit?
The wolf
That'd be
guy?
pretty cool. Yeah, remember? I forget his name. Kumamoto or something?
Kumamoto, yeah.
Yeah, after he transformed, I think he died, so...
Oh, he died right there?
Probably not, but that's what I thought. It looked like he died.
That's what you were told, but I mean, he's not gonna die, though.
Dude, I'd be so sad if he died right there.
Someone might have, like, stepped in immediately to, like, keep his heart beating, but he could have been zombified. He was in that vicinity where Bombietta was.
Dude, oh my god. That's so stupid if he died. Like, really? You took out Bombietta? And
then died, yeah. Too bad.
You went to, like, talk to your wolf granddaddy for, like, that long and almost got killed by him just for you to, like, die right there? Like, that's just the wackest wolf tradition ever, dude.
Yeah, the wackest, like, ultimate form.
Well, okay, it's safe to assume that Bombietta's out of the picture now?
I don't know, man. You know, she might just, like, come back again, like, he's, like, repaired up and...
I think she's not going to be, like, focal. I think Hitsugai is going to be more of the focal enemy now.
Yeah.
I can see Mayuri just, like, taking them. Because he's Mayuri and, he's got, like, the tricks up the sleeves, up the ass.
Yeah, but Mayuri's kind of like the hide behind the NB, or the front lines kind of guy, though, you know? He's, like, he needs to be smart and he needs to be protected, sort of, right?
Yeah, I think he views himself as kind of an asset, so he won't just, like, throw himself at the enemy.
Yeah.
But usually... when he, like, goes out and ventures and, like, is ready to, like,
rumble?
Yeah, he's ready to, like, conflict and confront an enemy, right?
Yeah.
Then he's, like, super ready. He's got all these tricks and all these, like, backup plans up the ass. Like, he's loaded on stuff. Like, that's my, like...
He's, like, constantly on acid, I think.
That's
he's
like
loaded
me
on
giving
E.
him credit to, like, he'll survive. Like, he's always got stuff, like, up his sleeve. You know how, like, he got wrecked by... Seiza Laporo, and then, like, he was like, oh, well, I actually just, like, revived. Dude, yeah, no, he gets wrecked and he, like, revives himself because he's smart.
Yeah. I think, his Bankai might be pretty useful here. Because, like, it releases that poison. Maybe the poison can, like, debilitate the zombies or something. I don't know.
Or take out,
Dude, I need to I guess I have to kind of reread Bleach because I don't remember any of these. I kind of have, like, vague, like, sort of ideas about what happened, but, like, I don't really remember.
You can reread on, like, the major characters of just, like, we're seeing now. You don't have to, like, reread the series.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to.
Okay, I know.
I wouldn't put myself through
that. You could probably do it in a week, honestly. But, anyway, let's move on to Naruto.
We're moving on to Naruto. Alright, the two chapters were 686, 687, Those That Remain and Those That Pass On. And the second one is called I Know You Will.
God damn it.
Dude, go back real quick. So the, on Manga Stream, like, the opening page, like, 686, like, I imagine, like, because that's the front cover of Shonen Jump, right? You have Sasuke with, like, the Rinnegan in his left eye and Super Saiyan 2 Naruto, right? And it's like, imagine if you had been reading Naruto as a kid, but like you had stopped for like maybe like 4 or 5 years. and like you just went into your local 7-Eleven in Japan. You're like, oh yeah, how nostalgic. Wonder what's going. What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like, what happened? What happened?
What's that eye?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it'd be funny.
Yeah, the ultimate spoiler, just like the front cover of. It'd be funny for like if the last, like in the closing sort of like chapters of the book, he puts like the ending on the front cover, like
Yeah.
like before he even ends the series, it's like the last panel of the series goes on to the cover. It's like, oh god damn it! It's like Naruto dead and shit.
Like crucified.
Yeah, exactly. Oh
Yeah.
god.
Or it's just like Sasuke and Hokage outfit. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
that'd
Fuck.
be a mega mega
super
spoiler,
spoiler.
dude.
Wow.
Shady, dude.
All right. I think this first page is probably a lot more valuable than I previously gave it credit for. He's getting
What-
like the
Which chapter?
686.
Okay.
He's getting the Edo Tensei Hokages together, and he's like, all right, I'm going to have this secret trick. And like any secret trick that the sage has is probably some crazy secret trick. And he was
Yeah.
probably just going to be like, all right, all you guys pool your infinite chakra to me. Because they have infinite chakra, right? That's a thing.
I think you were still on to what what you were saying about this earlier. I think it's just a device to make them like relevant.
Yeah.
It still is, I mean, it might end up being kind of cool, but ultimately,
Well, no, I mean, the sage is involved, though. If it was just, like, to make them relevant, they'd be like, all right, we have this cool plan now, guys. We're going to save the day. But, like, why would the sage fail?
no, but I mean, like they kind of need the stage to even be able to get onto Kaguya's level, though. It's
Well, yeah,
basically a
everyone
god.
there did.
Yeah,
Except
so
for maybe...
So that's why the stage is there. I mean, I think it's still functioning just as a device to make the Kages relevant. Because they were kind of underwhelming in, I don't know, the war in general.
Yeah, I think so too. It's like I was saying, I would have rather. I loved before when I thought, oh man, they did such great things in their times. That was good. But now they got like just wrecked.
Useless.
What's this jutsu he's talking about anyway? He's like, I'm going to
He said
perform this jutsu.
a seal. Oh, no.
Seal?
Never mind. The jutsu seals. That's what he meant to say.
Dude, you know where this is going? It's going to be Hashirama or Hagoromo is going to be the one to defeat Kaguya. Not even like Sasuke and Naruto.
No, I don't know.
Watch.
I don't think so. He's like, I think he's passed on the reins to those two.
He has, but
That's like the whole theme of this manga, actually. Just kind of like, or it's a huge theme of the manga. Is like kind of like the old, out with the old, in with the new, and put your faith in to like the sort of the children of the leaf, right? So,
dude, what if he does this insane thing where like Hagoromo, like Naruto and Sasuke they get totally just screwed, right? Like they're totally debilitated, and then Hagoromo goes in there and he's like, okay, I'll be the one to do this shit. Okay, and so he does it, and then like by sealing himself and her, and like what if he erases them from existence, and in turn
and
like
then chakra just like disappears
chakra disappears forever, and then this is a world without chakra. That's kind of like the ending of a well, not really, but it's kind of like
Full Metal
spoiler,
Alchemist?
spoiler, yeah, exactly. When he like loses his ability, but it was the sacrifice for his brother and to save the world.
The world.
That would be an interesting ending, but I don't think that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I can't imagine that Naruto is gonna conclude with chakra gone. Like, I think they're also gonna end up being ninjas. At the end
I
of
guess
the
so.
day.
Yeah,
But
I could
that would
see,
be
like,
interesting though. I think that is pretty interesting.
Then
I could see that.
Rock
I could see
Lee's
the
gonna-
tailed beasts. Oh yeah, then Rock Lee, he's like the champion of the world.
He's going to be the strongest player.
No, because
Strongest
Rock Lee still relies on chakra though. The
Does
eight
he?
the 8 gates is based on the idea of like chakra being used beyond your limits.
But he pretty much has the best taijutsu.
I guess
like,
so.
Yeah, but taijutsu is like explosive movement based off like your sort of like focus on chakra.
But he still can fight people. He can still punch a motherfucker. And it would hurt like hell. Guy too. Together they could just make their own hidden leaf. Hidden fabulous leaf. But I don't know, that's just my speculation. my fun speculation. I know it probably won't happen.
It absolutely will not happen because at that point, Sasuke and Naruto were not redemptive at all. And it's like giving them all these powers.
Nothing about nothing about what's been happening with them anyway has given me that feeling of wow, they're really redeeming. All that shit happened like in part 1, man. Except not really. That's when I was feeling. Now I want this troll of an ending to happen.
I wonder what's going on here with like the Kagebunshins. Like they're like kind of like breaking apart. And do you think it's like, is that an after effect of Naruto's chakra, or is it like what Kaguya is using to kill him?
No, they were all.
What do you mean?
They were all dying like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
they're crumbling.
Because even Obito crumbles apart when he gets stabbed later on in the chapter.
No,
I think it's just part of her bones. Like
no, it's not from these attacks. Even like when he goes to that other world for the first time, the clone goes with them. He like it deteriorates, and then like there's like a small chunk left of him, like his shoulder. And then that poofs and he dies like that. Or the clone dies like that. So, no matter where he goes, like, he's deteriorating instead of instantly dying.
So you think it's Naruto's power then?
Yeah, he's just that strong to where his clones deteriorate slowly instead of instantly popping.
What about Obito though? Because Obito gets stabbed and he kind of brittles away. It's just
well, his body was like, not even his body though. It was like a bunch of implants.
Oh yeah, and plus Naruto's chakra was in him too.
Yeah.
wait, what are you talking about? I thought that this was just an effect of the bone. Like once you get stabbed by that bone, or like you just crumble.
Well, I mean, where did you? That's kind of. I was thinking that might be possible, but where's that? Like,
just the way Obito's dying, and the way that some of Naruto's clones were dying.
Well, the one Naruto's clone died without getting touched
without
by
being
any
stabbed.
bone.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was the one clone that went into the other dimension. It wasn't stabbed, but then it just kind of broke apart because it like ran out of chakra. I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that, to be honest.
And that actually helps me justify why Obito needs all that extra chakra from Sakura, because it's like the way I think about it is to use your technique in her dimension is like. Actually, no, that wouldn't make sense because you're in her dimension every time, so any technique that you use would be like weakened. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand. It's just
Maybe was that Naruto like hit by a bone before he transferred into the next dimension at the time?
No, nothing like that happened. I think he literally just like was drained of chakra and so it broke apart.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just assuming it was the bone.
More inconsistencies, possibly. I don't know.
Possibly. I like this moment, Kakashi, he's kind of like, I'm so useless.
I know, like, honestly, like, for a while, Kakashi was a badass, and then, like, they were like, oh, his chakra, like, levels
is not very, he can only do, like, 4 Raikiris before he's out of the game.
Yeah, and then,
Not even 4, man, like 2, right?
No, it's like he can do 2 Mangekyo Shurinkens and 4 Raikiris.
Jesus Christ.
and then, like, he was like, oh, I practiced my Kamui, I'm a little more useful now, and for a while he was, and then now it's just like, oh, well, he's useless again.
Yeah, I've kind of felt Kakashi's been pretty useless for a while now. But, you know, like, it's kind of weird, is like, I feel like his plight right now is actually more real than the plight of the main characters. Like, it feels more human to me, like, the sort of, like, helplessness of being able to do anything. But ultimately, it's kind of like...
Well, because he really is, like, the only human one left, it seems like.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess Sakura, too, but she seems to have feigned death many times. And she's got these guys to protect her.
Yeah, she's got the Hakugo, too. But I don't know, like... It's just, like, his sort of, like, his plight is a little bit more interesting to me. But it's ultimately kind of irrelevant to the bigger picture of what's going on. So it's like...
Yeah, that's kind of the thing, huh?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, he shouldn't be here. He should be in the tree, man. I don't know, like, I get the whole, like, Team 7 reunification, but, like, that should have just happened earlier, and this should have literally just been Naruto and Sasuke, I think.
Yeah.
And you know what, in Obito, like, this Obito's death was very emotional, I think. Like, but, I mean, the whole build-up to it was absolutely lame. And I think that the build-up to it, given that it was done right, should have been done before this confrontation happened. And then that would have charged Naruto to go into battle with Sasuke, and then we could just see those two going all out instead of having to like dilly-dally with all this other bullshit about how we're gonna get everyone else to be somehow relevant in the battle.
That's exactly what happened though, because earlier Obito like does like his little emotional speech thing, and he goes like, "Let me walk in front of you, Naruto. Let me die for you," and that's exactly what he does. He dies for their cause. Mm-hmm. So. I guess that's the build-up right there. There was just like a long gap of like, blah blah happened, and then he died.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that I think it would have been more effective if that had happened earlier, before this actual dimensional confrontation happened, and then the dimensional confrontation is just Kaguya and whatever the fuck Shadow is in her arm versus Sasuke and Naruto, and in that we could see them going full out, balls to the walls, just like god tier battle. You know, not wasting fucking time with this shit about Kakashi feeling useless and Sakura trying to, Kishi trying to find a way to get Sakura into the picture somehow. I think it would have been better, right? Because like these two are like the only people that can do anything about the situation, really. And so it makes more sense that everyone is in the tree but them. It would feel a lot more like everything's riding on those two characters, you know what I mean?
Well, I feel like we can still see that, though. I feel like now that they're brought back to the same dimension together, like, Kakashi and Sakura will probably, like, escape, hopefully, and they'll just, like, alright, now you two have to take care of it, we did all we can. And they're like, alright, we got this, and then they take her like that. I mean, that can still happen.
Yeah, I'm not saying it can't, I'm just saying it would be a better way. In my opinion, it would be a better way when everyone is incapacitated, then it really is just literally those two people. A good example is like, so Dragon Ball Z spoilers, but at the very end, when everyone dies except Goku, Vegeta, and Hercule, right? It's like Hercule and old Majin Buu, right? They're kind of like characters that, they're not like Sakura or Kakashi in the sense that they were important throughout the entire series, but they kind of represented sort of like objective viewpoints, and like, cause like Gohan and like, it wasn't like Videl and like Gohan and whatnot coming into, King Kai's planet to watch the final showdown between Majin Buu, Goku, and Vegeta. It was just like literally Goku and Vegeta, which is kind of like Sasuke and Naruto versus the main bad guy. It's kind of like a similar sort of comparison I'd like to make.
I have kind of a logistics problem here, or like a spacing problem. If you look on page 686, chapter 686, page 19, like right before they dash in front of Naruto and Sasuke.
And 19 being manga streams 19, yeah?
Yeah, manga stream. They have like a overhead, like bird's eye view shot of like everyone's position. Look how far away Kakashi and Obito are from them, dude. How the fuck did they make it in time in this ultra gravity? And Naruto and Sasuke, who are the most godly characters right now, can't even move out of the way, dude.
Yeah, no, it's very stupid.
That's so horrible.
No, dude, it's because Rin pulled them. Dude.
Yeah, dude, Rin pulled them together.
Oh, yeah.
She is gravity.
No, I forgot about that, yeah.
Dude, Rin is gravity. Now it makes sense, dude. She's
Rin.
Yeah, dude. She's diva.
What does Rin mean in Japanese? Super gravity?
No, I don't know what it means.
JK. I tried to make a joke.
Yeah. No, I wish I could have helped you there, but I didn't have anything.
Come on, man. You're supposed to sell it with me. What the hell is this anyway? What do you think pulled them? Was it literally like
the soul of
stupidity? Like
love,
just like
friendship,
just retardedness. I don't know, dude. It didn't belong there. It was dumb. It was really corny and it was really dumb and did not pay off, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
it paid off so hard for me, bro.
Were you crying, dude?
Dude, I was like, oh my god, Rin, you're still looking after Obito.
After all these years.
Oh my god. And you care about Kakashi even though he stabbed you through the heart with the Raikiri? Oh my god.
I would have rather seen Obito go out kind of like how Byakuya was going out, like when he was getting totally fucked up by his own power, like when Byakuya was fighting the fear guy.
Yeah.
But he didn't technically die, but I would have rather see Obito go out like that. It's like, this is what you get for all your mistakes. Like you can't, you're useless now, you're helpless, so I'm going to pound you into like a bloody pulp and you're going to die like this. That would have been much more like of a pathetic I don't know, sort of ending to him.
Yeah, but I mean, Obito didn't deserve a pathetic death, though. I mean, his character as we know him does. But I think like the
I
trajectory.
think he definitely does.
I think the trajectory of what Kishimoto was going for was that he deserved a sympathetic death, right? Which is kind of what ends up happening.
I don't think so. I think he deserved to die like a horrible death.
Given
And in that, then the audience would feel like, okay, maybe he didn't deserve that, right?
That's horrible.
Instead of like, oh, he sacrificed himself. That was stupid. Like
yeah,
that.
I'll give you that. The sort of like build up for all these characters and their arcs have not been very good. But I mean, I can understand where Kishi was trying to go with each character, and so he lands that beat ultimately of what he wanted their end to be like. But he didn't really make it feel like it was worth it because of what the characters did in the in between. But I mean, I think Obito was definitely set up to be a sympathetic death simply for the fact that he was manipulated and he was Naruto essentially, which is like that's kind of like an idea and it's a concept that Kishimoto plays with a lot, where it's like Naruto could have been many variations of the characters in the story. Like Naruto could have been like Gaara, Naruto could have been like Sasuke, and I think Naruto could have been like Obito. And so in that sense, it's kind of like I think what he's trying to go for is that, you know, the people that we love, like, ultimately they could end up being people that we consider monsters based off the sort of circumstances that have brought them up. And they all kind of deserve our sympathy. Which, I mean, that's how Gaara was treated, that's how Sasuke was treated, and Obito should have been treated that way. He gets that sympathetic end, but we don't feel like he really deserved it because, obviously, everything in the in-between, there's, like, some pretty large character developments missing, I would have to say, that make it feel like it's appropriate. But, I mean, I've always felt Obito deserved a sympathetic death, but, I mean, it's unfortunate that we didn't get that sort of, like, climb up to that point. The whole thing just feels very underwhelming and sort of like out of place. I mean,
right, that's what I mean though. It's like at this point we kind of it's like he kind of shortcutted Obito to this point. So at that time you might as well just like throw convention out the window and like give him this crazy death.
I don't think that
George R. Martin style.
I'm not sure if that would have worked though, like because
why?
Because that just throws it off the wall even more. Then,
I mean, this doesn't work in my opinion at all.
I mean,
it works, but it's to me it was just
but you don't. I mean, Kishi obviously.
I was just like, on to the next.
Kishi had obviously had an arc for this character, and I think, so you're right. He shortcutted it, right? Like, it would have felt much nicer if he had made it so that this like end his demise was appropriate, but to like set it up the way he has, and then to just kind of like turn the wheel and give him this like really like sort of gruesome death is just gonna feel just as much, if not more, sort of out of place, I think. Do you have anything to say to that, Justin?
No, I was mainly listening.
Yeah. Do you have like an opinion though, or?
I mean, I did feel that it was like, you know, like rushed his death, but I also like. You talk about, like, all these characters that are useless and shouldn't be there, and, like, I mean, like, he's pretty much one of those anyway. Like, he stands more of a... He's, like, obviously way more useful than Sakura or Kakashi because, like, his eye powers are, like, you know, crazy. Just, like, it's on, like, the scale to where, like, physical stuff doesn't apply, which... It's extremely important when you're fighting, like, these god-type characters. You know, he could escape into his dimension and she can't get him. You know, that's, like, relevant, but, like, he still just, like, can't do anything, you know? So, the fact that, like, he's dying this late, and, like, I don't know, I feel like it was just, like, a long time coming anyway. Like, Naruto should never even have revived him in the first place. Like, he should have just died right there, like. So, the fact that he dies like this, you were saying that, like, he deserved a sympathetic death, and it's kind of sympathetic, like, kind of, like, he saved Kakashi, even though it's pointless to do that.
Yeah.
But like, it is, yeah, it's sympathetic because he's so close to Naruto, I guess, in terms of character. So that's
and like
it's kind of like hitting
like that similar had to die, and, you know, he died.
Right. It's just like he's got to it's gotta be like a motivator again for Naruto.
I think it would have been better if Obito had never had a Jubi in the first place. And, like, maybe the reveal where he's just kind of tossed to the side as this, like, useless piece of trash that was being used by Madara the whole time. Like, from that point on, maybe there could have been an arc for his character. Rather than getting the Jubi and getting that sucked out of him and becoming almost dead, near death. Like, all that trauma could have been focused on Naruto, who gets the QB pulled out or something. And then, you know, we can have almost like a Darth Vader-ish sort of circumstance. Star Wars spoilers. Although if you haven't...
Man, if you haven't seen Star Wars yet, audience, Jesus.
What are you doing with your life?
I know.
But, it's kind of like, at that point, it's like, maybe he's still able, but then it's just really like a mindfuck for him that he was used from the very get-go in the beginning. You know, well, I don't know. I mean, it's very, very, very complicated. We'd have to kind of go into that pretty deeply. But yeah, I agree. I think though, like, something I would have to point out about the whole dimensional thing, right? Because you're saying like his character's more relevant to the situation than Sakura or Kakashi is. But like when Kaguya did the dimensional transfer, right? That was kind of like a big like what the hell, right?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't something that we were expecting whatsoever. And I get the feeling that was also another device to get Obito like relevant, because essentially his powers are the ability to like kind of transfer through dimensional portals. So like Kishi was probably basically like, all right, how do I make Obito's redemptive like sort of arc happen? Okay, maybe Kaguya should be able to do anything really, so maybe she, you know, let's do this whole thing about dimensional transfers. You know what I mean? Which, like, I think really took away from the situation, because I would have much preferred it if they were just on Earth. And, like, and you just see this giant ash tree, and, like, everyone Naruto and Sasuke has ever cared for, they're, like, attached to this thing, and that's the background to the entire sort of climactic, epic, like, last battle. I think that would have been much, much more dramatically, kind of, like, climactic.
But what I think about, like, jutsus and, like, their hierarchy of, like, how strong and how useful they are, I put, like, space-time as, like, the top.
Yeah.
So the fact that, like, the supposed strongest character there, Kaguya, is using space-time is, like, more proof that how powerful she is. So I accepted, like, her transferring them to a different dimension in that sense. And I actually wasn't expecting, like, Obito to be like, oh, like, I'm going to transfer through that thing. Like, I thought she would just, like, I don't know, like, I guess that, like, Obito revealed that he's useful again was more, like, of a surprise to me than, like, the Sakura or the, like, Kakashi right here. Like, right when he was like, oh, I can't do anything, like, how can I be useful? I was like, oh, he's going to try and, like, I don't know, like, take a shot for them. Like, I thought about it, and, like, or maybe he'll, like, because he has nothing he could do, you know? There's literally nothing Kakashi could do, you know? He has no chakra, nothing. So there was no way for Kishi to bring him back in relevance than to have him take a shot for them, you know? So, like, I thought since Obito's, like, space-time technique is, like, unique to him only now, and the fact that she can do space-time in her own crazy way, I don't know. I like the way that flowed. I don't know. Just me personally. Cause
I like that she's this strong. Definitely.
Yeah, because if she wasn't just another person that did, like, oh, like, I do, like, crazy, like, insane physical attacks that you guys have to beat. Like, Susanoo's immune, and Naruto's, like, the craziest physical fighter, like, there, pretty much. So, like, it would have been, like, kind of like, okay, like, this is, like, really traditional. Like, I wanted, like, there to be a unique thing that they have to overcome, and this transferring of dimensions to, like, pretty much different universes completely is really unique to them, to Kaguya, and, like, the fact that, like, you know, I don't know, the way they brought, what's-his-face, Obito back in, it was cool with me. The way they brought Sakura in was kind of gay to me. I was like, man, like, dude, like, chakra, like, really, like, he should just be able to do that. Like,
yeah. With all that said, I think there's something. A thought came to me that like so. I mean, I think we can all agree that Kakashi is essentially kind of useless.
Yeah.
At this point, and I had to say that like his character,
He's useless from a combat perspective.
right?
I think he's got his
right.
other. In any other context, maybe he's useful.
Yeah. Well, given the circumstance, like you were just saying, in combat he's kind of useless. I think his use would have been most utilized given that he was stuck inside the tree. It's like another reason. Like if
When you say stuck inside the tree, do you mean like under the Tsukuyomi?
under the Tsukuyomi, yes. Like he's in the tree, and all these panels have been focusing on Kakashi and his plight of feeling like useless. I think could be delivered in one panel of him connected to the tree, and that simultaneously it would remind us all what Sasuke and Naruto are fighting for. Like another one reason amongst many, right? Like this teacher who cared about them and kind of raised them and trained them from the very beginning and the get-go. It's like...
Well,
yeah,
I disagree because there's already everyone else in that universe in that tree already. So adding Kakashi wouldn't be that much more significant.
But, I mean, Kakashi is someone we've been invested in since the beginning of the entire manga. I think it would have mattered.
There's already everyone in there anyway. Like, I'm saying like the numbers of characters that we were introduced to, a lot of them being his childhood like rivals, if you will, and friends in his class, and like all these other people that he met are all in there. So like just putting Kakashi in there and focusing that Kakashi, his teachers, in there is kind of like focusing too much on one thing when you could look at the bigger picture of that everyone in that universe is already in there. So one more character doesn't really matter too much.
I think a couple other things had to have happened for Kakashi, because that would have been nice, I guess. Actually, I do agree that would have been nice if he was shown like hooked up to the tree. But a couple other things had to have happened. Like Obito would have not had to be here, I think, because for Obito's death, Kishimoto clearly needed Kakashi to be present at the time, just for that Rin panel.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like he's probably been building.
Well, I mean, I did bring up that I wanted Obito to be dead before this sort of final
exactly.
confrontation.
Me too. So that's the thing. Like if that had happened, maybe it would have been better.
Yeah.
Or it would have worked better. And then also maybe like I don't know. I don't know. Kakashi being in the tree though would have been pretty good because he doesn't really serve too much of a purpose yet.
Yeah, I wonder if he will.
Except as a meat shield.
Yeah, and not a good one either. Like when you consider like how sort of like psychologically intellectual Kakashi was in the beginning of the manga, like you would think that his character would realize that my best, like given where he is right now, right in the sort of world that they're all in, you would think that the way he would look at it, like his like sort of logic would dictate, I shouldn't get myself killed because of emotional turmoil that will cause for the people that actually stand a chance. It'll actually distract them from the scenario more than it'll help. You know what I mean? Does that kind of make sense? Like, well, I feel like he would feel like I shouldn't do that or else I'm really gonna screw with him.
Well, that's just saying that, like you said earlier, if he was in the tree, then he'd be more emotional, like push for them to like try to fight. But like, if he dies, then it's like he's getting in their way. I mean, if they saw him die, I feel like they would get more enraged and more like, all right, now you're going down for sure. If in the case that he was in the tree and they thought about him in the tree, then they were gonna.
I don't think so. Like, if Kakashi died, like we would have to dedicate several pages to like just like him dying and everyone's sort of like not just reaction but how they deal with the fact that this character is like he's arguably one of the main characters just like got like one-shotted. For what reason too? It's like it's not really like it wasn't set up in the way that Jiraiya's death was, right? Like it doesn't really serve a good enough purpose considering how much investment has been put into this character. Like I feel like if that happened, that would definitely be something that they would have to. I think it would disturb Naruto, honestly, if Kakashi died. Like he wouldn't be able to just brush it off like Obito, who he hasn't really known for that long.
Yet he still teared up when Obito died. Real pussy, man.
Yeah, but given like Kakashi dying, well, I mean, like that's the point of his character, though. He has like his power is the ability to be empathetic towards like almost all people. But I think with Kakashi it would just be like X 100. And I feel
Dude,
like
did he even cry when Neji died, man?
No,
Wait,
maybe he did. I don't really remember actually.
Did he shed a tear for Neji? Because I fucking did.
Dude, that was also another pointless death, you know?
Yeah, but we don't have to get into that because that's a whole nother 30 minutes.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. So, are we gonna move on to the next chapter of Naruto then? Because I think we still haven't done
last
that.
thing, well, I guess we can kind of wrap up Naruto in general because the main thing that happened in the last two chapters was Obito's death.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The last detail I want to point out, which is kind of stupid, is after so Sasuke gets his eye power back, so he can fucking zip around again.
And he misses.
And then he like misses Kaguya, and then she changes back to like the desert world, like an idiot. I would have kept the gravity on and like turned that shit like to volume 11, man.
Or honestly, like when he goes after her and they change dimensions, I literally thought that she had just taken Sasuke.
I know, right? That would have been so much better.
That would have been hilarious. It's like, Obito's dead now, so how the hell are you gonna get together again, you know?
And now she lost her arm because she's such an idiot. Let me change it back to let me even the playing field because this is clearly I'm winning too much here. I already got one kill. I gotta even it out. So stupid, man.
Yeah, dude.
And he totally just like cuts off her arm. That's like. And I bet you it won't even matter. Oh, whoa! The important part of that is he cuts off the arm that the Shadow's head was in.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Kaguya is like now not being controlled by that shadow, or vice versa.
I'll be interested to see if something comes of that. If Black Zetsu comes like crawling out.
All right. Okay. So before we move on, though, there is one last thing that's pretty important that we need to discuss. So,
do we?
Yeah. So, at the very beginning of chapter 686, right? There's like a sort of like 3 pages dedicated to this new movie coming out, Naruto the Last.
Oh, right.
And we see a few sketches of Naruto as a Hokage, or not a Hokage. I think we assume he's a Hokage, but he's like a lot older. And there's been some debates about whether or not this means, like, is the movie going to be the very sort of like what do you call it? An epilogue? Is that what you call it? Like the sort of like little thing that happens.
Yeah, epilogue. Yeah.
It's like an epilogue, you know, in the same way that sort of like J.K. Rowling did for Harry Potter, where everyone's older and we just see the movie where they're all older. Or is this maybe hinting at the fact that Shonen Jump is not really willing to let go of like a franchise as huge as Naruto, and they're expecting a third sort of like
season?
Yeah, where it's like everyone's older, and I don't know, like maybe they're new children of Konoha, and it's like their sort of misadventures. Similar to the way maybe there's like, you know, Dragon Ball Z GT, or Dragon Ball GT, I think, is that what? I can't remember.
Dragon Ball GT.
Yeah, it's like, so people are wondering, you know, is it like, is this the end of Naruto, or are we gonna see like a third, sort of like, version, like a Shippuden, like a double, like a Mega Shippuden, where it's like, you know, the misadventures of Konohamaru or something, you know what I mean?
Naruto GT. I think it's just the last movie. I don't know if, I doubt Kishi will continue.
How many movies are there?
Oh, I don't know, but there's
tons.
Yeah,
I think I saw like 2 of them.
I haven't really seen any of them.
I don't really like these kinds of manga
I'm not
movies.
really into like filler, so.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know. Maybe 1 or 2 of the Naruto movies was like canon, but I don't care too much about them.
This this movie coming out is written and designed by Kishimoto, so it's very. I think it can be considered canon.
What's it even? Does it?
There's no plot. It's just the character designs and stuff.
Maybe that is the epilogue then. That itself. Maybe. When's it coming out anyway?
I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the thing again.
That'd be pretty awesome if you timed it so it came out like right when the series ended.
Yeah.
But if that was the case, then I'm sure the series is going to end very soon. But I mean, we knew that already.
Did we though?
Yeah.
Did we know
I'd give it till 2015. The series. The manga, that is. By the time the next shonen year starts, which I think is like the end of January.
There's
Or no,
shonen
maybe-
years and regular years.
Well, because I think the shonen magazine starts like issue number 1 at a certain time in January, not like January 1st or whatever. That my opinion is I don't think there's gonna be a GT unless it's gonna be like a third party creator, which would suck dick. If that was the case, let me do it. Yeah, what do you think, Justin?
I think I don't care about this movie. That's what I
I don't care about the movie either, but it's about what the movie indicates.
I don't know. I think it'll just be like the story actually ends with the manga, and then he's just doing that for like, you know, the cha-chings, you know, the cha-chings and the the bubblings. I'm pretty sure the stories won't correlate. They're just like, oh hey, like, look what else I can do with this story to generate revenue.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to do it at all. I think he's been over the Naruto franchise now for probably a few years. But if it's anything, it would probably be the company itself that is not willing to let it go. Because Naruto is a huge franchise. For sure. It's been a huge franchise for nearly a decade and a half. No, nearly a decade and a half. Like, I'm sure they're not really that willing to just...
How long has it been a top 3 for?
Since it started, like, 1999.
Nice.
Yeah. It's been going strong for, like, 15 years, dude. You don't just let something like that go, for sure. Yeah.
That's like...
They're gonna milk the shit out of it. Till it's,
honestly,
out
like,
dry,
that's
dude.
so much money. Like, if that goes down, that's not only, like, money that company's no longer making. That's money that, like, people aren't spending anymore. Like, because, you know, like, people blow money on Naruto.
Yeah.
It happens.
Like Naruto regalia and stuff.
Yeah, dude,
like,
the toys and the figures and the cards and the games and...
Merchandising.
Dude, and the towels and the pencils and the...
Dude, I want some pencils, man. I want some Naruto pencils.
Some Naruto pencils.
Yeah,
I want a kunai pencil, man.
the headbands, dude, that everyone wears here in America.
Yeah.
Everyone has a Konoha headband, right?
Wait, didn't you guys wear a Konoha headband like one time?
Wasn't that you, Justin?
Yeah, that was me, AJ, and Daniel.
Nice.
We all wore headbands
wow, dude, you guys are so gay.
in San Francisco or something like
In
that.
San Francisco.
Oh,
Man, dude,
Jesus.
that's
Or in
hilarious.
Fresno for band.
So that was like a coming out party
Why
for
did
you guys?
invite
Yeah.
me, dude?
What's that?
What?
I think you had graduated then.
Yeah, I probably did.
I think that was my
It's
senior
alright,
year.
I don't want to be with you guys. You guys are a bunch of faggots.
Oh no, you were there.
I was?
Yeah, because it was when we were all on base together, so you would have been a senior.
I was never on base. What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about when we were all on base
I
together.
don't care about you guys. What?
Well, we don't care about you either, right?
I love you.
I'm not gonna say it.
I know. Just say I know.
Justin's
know.
rubbing my feet right now.
Yeah, exactly. Han Solo.
All right, now we're moving on to One Piece. Yay, our cream of the crop, man. Our top shelf right here, dude.
Yeah, dude. This is what we live for.
The 2 chapters we have are 754, Pleased to Make Your Acquaintance, and 755, A Man's World.
This is a man's
So,
world.
since we started these podcasts, have we seen Buggy even once?
Oh,
Oh, no.
We haven't.
We
What?
haven't.
Alright, we should be counting down the days.
Dude.
This is this is podcast number, what, 8, 9?
Yeah.
What number
Episode
is
8.
Alright.
We've already done 8 of these?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
Holy shit.
8 podcasts and still no sign of our Lord. Our Lord
And
And
Savior.
Savior. I think we haven't even...
don't forget it.
I said it.
Have we even seen him since we've entered the phase 2 of One Piece?
Yeah, he
Well,
was in the...
he's been alluded to as the next Shichibukai.
Yeah.
But
That's
than
it.
that,
He hasn't
yeah.
actually like made an
No,
appearance, right?
nope.
Nope.
Oh man, that's
Yeah, I hope he has a new character design change, like a little bit, you know?
No.
Make him look a little bit more, even
How
more badass.
dare you, man.
If that's even possible.
Dude, Buggy-sama is perfect, alright?
I
There
just
is
want-
no increasing of his...
I just want more glory to our Lord, okay?
they need to give him like long flowing hair and a beard. So he's basically Jesus.
No, they need to go One Piece, or no, they need to go Bleach on this and give him a mullet.
Dude, oh my god, that'd be hilarious. That'd be
Like
awesome.
a really intense blue mullet, yeah. And a beard. Why not?
And a mohawk.
He's like a mullet mohawk.
Yeah, dude.
That would be
Alright,
insane.
so to go over what happened in the story, in the first chapter, what's his face?
What was the main... Oh,
Tanjiro.
yeah, go
Kinemon,
ahead.
Kinemon finally finds this guy he's been looking for for a long time. This guy has like... I'm saying he's an Okama, man. I'm saying
He's
dude.
looking...
It kinda
He does
reminds
look
me
very
of-
similar.
He reminds me of Jiraiya.
Jiraiya?
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess it's just
Like a
supposed
really
to just,
fat
like,
Jiraiya.
I think it's just supposed to be like sort of reminiscent of like that era of Japan where they're like dressed like that. I'm assuming. I don't know.
Yeah, like the Edo era.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? They wore like makeup and shit.
Looks fucking ridiculous.
Koreans
He
are in
could-
that
he-
era right now. Koreans are doing that shit, man.
Koreans are in their
Oh my
era
God.
right now.
They're totally doing that shit over there, man. I hear the tragic reports, man. The obituaries of manhood, man. I see them. I saw this one. I swear, this one interview I saw. This guy was like, "Oh yeah, I put on some eyeliner and some like, what do you call that? Like base or whatever, like." And
Foundation.
some foundation.
Yeah.
I put some foundation and like some cream on before I go to job interviews to look nice.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just like,
Oh
wow,
my gosh.
wow. More power
Wow,
to
man.
you, I guess. But anyway, to get back to our real world,
Dude, look at this freaking panel on page 8, right?
page 8, the
Blue
last
leg,
panel.
whatever the host's name is, dude. Look at that, like...
Perfect crotch shot. That we
dude,
get,
yeah, I
dude.
know, dude. Why don't we see anything? What's up with that? What is that? What are we supposed to be looking at?
He's just kicking that fast.
That
you can't
is no,
see
that is
dick.
his penis, like literally flailing around, smacking people in the face, dude. That's
He
like,
literally has 4 penises. And they're all shaped
I
like
think
legs.
That's like 6, dude. It's like 6.
No, it's 4 penises and 2 legs.
And then he gets wrecked by. We still don't even. Do we ever remember this guy's name?
I don't remember
guy with
anyone's
the
name
horn?
anymore.
Behringer.
Behringer. Yeah, that is his name.
There's
yeah.
just too many
Or Derringer.
Derringer.
freaking like characters now. I don't. They're all just someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, there aren't even that
There are
important.
so many characters.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he got wrecked by. This guy must be pretty strong. Like, he's got kind of like, he reminds me of kind of like, he's got like a Gear 2 type thing. Like, he seems to be like very explosive and he can like
Dude, he
zip around quickly like Luffy can in Gear 2.
he reminds me of Gollum, man.
Call him.
A little bit.
Lord of the Rings.
Eagle.
You know what's cool is I was on Reddit the other day, right? And there's this explain like I'm 5 thread where it was like explain like I'm 5. Why is it that when spiders die they curl up in a ball?
I saw that too.
Yeah. Oh, so you read it now?
I didn't read it, but I saw the headline.
Well, I checked.
Oh,
it out.
yeah, I read it now.
Yeah, I checked it out, right? And like the answer to it, this guy was talking about how spiders don't have any muscles in their bodies, like they move their legs through hydraulic pumps. So basically they
Whoa.
move their legs by pumping blood into them. And so like jumping spiders, they can elevate their blood pressure so that in moments of need they can basically shoot up and jump like 20 times their like height, basically.
It explains Peter Parker, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know, he just like jumps like crazy.
Yeah. No, yeah, what I was getting at is I'm sure
Gee,
Oda-
that really deepens my appreciation for spiders a lot.
I think Oda, I'm sure, read some sort of like, you know, like sort of
Like a Reddit
biology, like a biology book or something, and got the idea from there. You know, oh yeah, well I guess if like Luffy's made of rubber, he could technically do that, and hence gear second. I feel like that's where the idea came from. I could be wrong,
Yeah.
but you know.
Yeah, because that was when it was introduced, I was like, damn, that's a really creative idea and it works.
Yeah.
But how the hell did you pull that?
Yeah, dude, he took it from nature, man.
Took it from nature, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
All of Luffy's attacks are cool like that. Like the elephant gun, he just like not only
Blows
does like
into
make
his
his hand
bone.
big, but like he like what is he superheats it until it like turns black or something like that.
Yeah.
I think it has hockey, right? That's why it's black.
Vulcanization. Yeah. I don't know if like it's vulcanization because of hockey or if he does something to it.
That would be awesome if it wasn't even because of hockey. He can just like do it.
He takes the concept of gear second and whatever, and he like applies it to just that area, and it gets hot as fuck.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, he said that.
Fuck,
Yeah.
that's so great.
Yeah, no, I love that his powers are kind of grounded in some sort of like reality, like some sort of like physics. Like
Yeah, like you can buy it.
Yeah.
I don't totally have to like suspend my disbelief.
Yeah, it's grounded in some sort of scientific logic, and I think that that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, because like the freaking like Sasuno, like it's just like this demon armor that comes out of his eyeball,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I guess when you put it that way, it's like
and it's shaped perfectly like a demon or something. It's not just like an aura
that comes out of your eyeball. Yeah, exactly.
What do you guys make of this Kanjuro?
Oh yeah, I think it's like a big deal that he's releasing all the previous, what was it, King Riku's army?
Yeah, I think that's what they are. I'm not really even sure what they are though. But
I remembered them mentioned that they were King Riku's army.
Okay.
And like
I guess these guys were like the grunts, man. They were doing some heavy lifting in this factory or whatever.
Yeah. They were all King Riku's army turned into toys, made to work there, and then now that they're all back, they're like, we gotta go save my boy Riku. And he's made those shitty ladders for them to get climb out of.
Conjure's pretty lols.
His character, yeah.
Like most characters in One Piece, but I mean in particular, Conjure's pretty funny. Like I feel like
he doesn't run out of like funny ways to like introduce a funny character. Like it's cool, like.
Yeah, like fucking what's his face with a hamburger patty on his face.
Virgo.
Yeah, Virgo. Like it's just like so stupid, but like
you never remember Virgo's face or his name.
Yeah,
you just remember his face.
Yeah, dude, he has a fucking hamburger patty on his face, dude. Because then it's like Oda just like probably was eating like lunch with someone one day and like saw like a rice like little mark on his face and just got the idea from that. Like how like some people just have like food on their face. Justin's looking up Virgo right now on the internet.
Yeah, he's got. Doesn't it change positions too?
It changed. No, like the type of food that's on his face changes throughout the series too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, it's hilarious.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Is that? How did I not notice that?
Like he has like a spoon on his face in the other one.
That is pretty goddamn brilliant.
Yeah, it's hilarious, dude.
How did I not notice that?
You never noticed that he had food on his face?
No, I never noticed
what
that.
What the hell?
Yeah, he's got the Kai power, I guess, huh?
The Kai power?
He tended to have pieces of food stuck to his face
from time to time, yeah. So just French
Kai,
fries.
like from Naruto. What's his name? Or Sai?
Sai. Oh yeah. He's got that power where you draw something and it comes to life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be. I don't know. I feel like that power makes more practical sense in this world than in the Naruto world.
Yeah. I mean, I could kind of see that. It's kind of wacky.
And definitely, you can do way more lulz things in One Piece with it.
Yeah. But I mean, like, the idea of the power itself isn't really that original. Like, I've seen it done before in other things, too.
Right. It just reminds me of Sai, though. He, like, drew this tiny-ass bird that, like, can't even lift him up.
It's pretty lulz. I don't know. I think I kind of don't like Kanjuro, but I kind of like him just because he's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, when they're climbing out, they're like, oh, now we can finally save King Riku.
Yeah.
But what the fuck is up with these ladders? Like,
he's like a terrible... No, that's definitely a very Oda thing to, like, give a guy a power to make anything come to life through drawings, but, like, he absolutely sucks at drawing. Like, that's definitely something Oda would find entertaining.
And it is. It's really funny. It'll be funny while it lasts.
Yeah, like, I wonder in what ways this is going to hinder people, like, through the arc, you know?
Yeah, like, draw a boat, but it's, like, super leaky, and then, like, everyone gets fucked up because they have, like, devil fruit powers.
Yeah, yeah, it's
God damn it!
It's, like, really, it's, what do you call it? Like, just, like, out of balance. What do you call, like, when a basketball is what? A basketball is...
Like lopsided or something?
Lopsided, yeah. It's just like the boat is just like
Yeah.
like totally just like looks like an
It doesn't
like an
float,
eggplant
right?
or something. Yeah.
It like capsizes immediately.
Or it's
Dude,
like
Kanjuro for
two-dimensional.
new Nakama, man. I'm calling it right now, dude. He's
Dude,
gonna
the samurai threesome for new Nakama.
Yeah, Conjure's pretty low, dude. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like it's setting up for them to go into the Wano country for sure.
I'm really excited for that, actually.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see that. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's some kind of a turmoil in the Wano country to where like these samurais that aren't very like known throughout the other parts of the earth are scattered like this. Where like Kinemon was. Where do we find Kinemon?
Oh, he was
Kinemon,
like cut in half at Punk Hazard.
Oh yeah. Which was
He
like,
had, like-
how was he there? You know, like
Yeah.
How did he get there? Oh, he was looking for his son first.
Yeah.
Like he was with Kanjuro.
His son was kidnapped and put on Punk Hazard. But they
Yeah.
arrived at Dressrosa first, and then they got split up because Kanjuro got caught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you guys consider, or would you group those two arcs together, like Punk Hazard plus this?
Punk Hazard did this one. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Would you group that into like one arc? Kind of like how I grouped together like the whole Robin saga as like one arc. Like
Yeah,
Water
I mean,
7 plus...
I think I would consider them different segments, but ultimately they're a part of the same arc, which is we're facing up to Doflamingo. It's kind of like a build up to that point, right? So
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of like Alabasta, how we kind of...
yeah,
I don't know. There's like a sub arc in there.
There were a bunch, dude. Like at
Yeah,
one
yeah.
point they diverted completely and went and got Chopper.
Right. Yeah.
So
At the drum country
yeah,
or snow country.
Well, I would consider that because right after the Enies Lobby arc, he goes to the prison, right? And he
no, after Ines Lobby.
yeah.
No, after Ines Lobby, he goes
Thriller
to
Bark.
Thriller Bark, and then from Thriller Bark they go to the Archipelago, and then they get split up and separated, and then Luffy goes to Amazon Lily, and then from there he goes to Impel Down,
The jail.
and then from Impel Down he goes to the war, and then from the war he goes to the Big Island.
That's right.
So there's a lot of shit that happens actually before.
Yeah, that's right. I was totally lost on the timeline there.
Yeah.
Would you consider
But in terms...
the Impel Down part of the war arc, like
Yeah, I
Impel Down was the lead up to
the war?
the war, so it kind of similar to this. Punk Hazard is the lead up to Doflamingo.
All right.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and how like the assassins at the Cactus Land, like in the beginning of the Grand Line, was kind of like a lead up to Alabasta. I felt like where they meet BB and
As soon as they met Vivi, that's where I would consider the like Alabasta thing to start.
yeah,
Alabasta saga.
which like what an interesting way to like introduce like allies. You know what I mean? Like. She was like Mrs. whatever number trying to kill them, and then it turns out she's the freaking princess of a country, and like
Yeah.
you never would have guessed that this character would have ended up becoming so interesting. Like in that sense, like One Piece has always been able to throw you like the weirdest curveballs. People you didn't really think like were like relevant suddenly become very relevant in huge ways.
Yeah, definitely.
Like if I didn't know that Frankie was gonna be a part of the crew before I had read about him in the mangas, like I probably would never have thought he would join the crew because he was such an asshole in the beginning.
Yeah. He was like a different. He had like an alter ego, right?
Yeah,
that
he was
time.
like Cuddy Flam or something. Like I wish, like
Yeah.
I wish I hadn't known, because then maybe that would have thrown me off really badly. But I always knew that he was gonna be a part of the crew because I had seen photos of him together with everyone.
But
like,
I didn't know.
You didn't know?
Yeah.
Like what was that like?
Yeah, what was that feeling? Because I'm like you, Alex. I knew.
Yeah,
Um.
because he was like a real like he must have pissed you off, right? Because he was
Yeah.
doing
At
some
first,
really-
like I was like, okay, like what a dick. Like what's he
Yeah.
doing? Like he's clearly not like an enemy to them. Like he's just like an asshole that's there. Like, and
He
then,
was like just a goddamn fool, dude.
yeah, dude. A punk, man. Which I guess is exactly what the
And then
is,
like something stupid happens, and then he whips out their boats for them to go to Enies Lobby, right?
yeah.
Well, Robin gets kidnapped,
Mm.
and then he goes like, "All right, fine. Like I'll help you guys."
Or
go."
Robin goes along with them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. And he was like, "This is like my greatest creation of a train, and they go to Annie's lobby really quick or something like that. It was like a water train or something.
Yeah, and then there's Sanji takes on... Oh, Sanji uses knives for the first time. That was really a big moment. Because he never uses anything but his feet, but then in that one battle, I think it was like the spaghetti guy, he cuts him up with like knives and shit.
Yeah, because
he was like he was like a ramen noodle guy.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
And actually, that got me thinking, right? Because there's only really 2 girls, but both girl characters, like, they, like, join initially, and then they betray the crew in a big way, but then they get kind of rescued, and then join back again.
And the male characters don't do that.
Yeah. Kind of interesting.
I remember Sanji was super, like, reluctant. He was being kind of a stubborn ass about it. Yeah. He's like, nope, not joining. For a long fucking time.
Yeah, because he felt like he had an obligation to stay at the restaurant.
Yeah, with red leg Seth.
No, but like both Nami and Robin, though, they join initially.
Yeah.
And then they rebel and they betray.
And then we got their backstories. Yeah. After they joined.
Yeah, and then they come back again. Afterwards, after they've been rescued. Damsels in distress, essentially.
Basically.
Yeah.
But I guess back to this chapter.
Back
to these chapters.
Usopp does that.
Usopp did. Yeah, you're right.
But he betrays. Oh, right. But that was kind of. It
wasn't like a betrayal.
Was definitely very different, though. Yeah, that one was like, yo, you guys are not like, looking at the merry-go as like one of the crewmates. Like this is like. Yeah, no, that was definitely different. That was kind of like an issue of like sort of like morality or priorities, I guess, or like character priorities. Like for him, it was like for him, it was like see, the merry-go is like this was like the present from the girl that like I kind of love.
Yeah, and like
this thing has carried us on. How can you just like and then he had seen the spirit of the ship back at. It's like Skypia and like, it was, man, freaking One Piece. So much shit just happens in One Piece. It's like insane.
Yeah, it's been a great ride so far.
Yeah, dude. Okay, well, anyway, yeah.
Could reminisce on it for days, but
all right. So back to this chapter. Well, we're looking at this panel right now of Zoro cutting through Diamante's arm, or not Diamante, Pika's arm. And he slices and dices.
Is this before he uses the 1080p cannon?
Yeah, 1080p, the high definition cannon, dude.
HD cannon.
Yeah, HD cannon.
It's like, one thing I'd like to note is that like fighting Pika sounds pretty and crazy because like he can come out of anywhere. Like you guys remember that old ass Yu-Gi-Oh! Where they set up the labyrinth and like the wall shadow and like
dude, that's a great episode. I really like that episode.
That's Pika, man.
It was 2-on-2.
Yeah.
It was Yugi and Joey versus
oh my god.
Dude, that was an epic. I remember that. I really liked that episode.
I'm reading the Yu-Gi-Oh manga and that's exactly where I am.
Oh yeah, dude. I used to read the Yu-Gi-Oh manga too back in the day, along with like Dragon Ball Z and like Shaman King and Yu Yu Hakusho and of course Naruto and One Piece. But yeah, so you're kind of alluding to the fact that he's made of stone and he can change and similar to labyrinths.
Yeah, and like he can just pop out anywhere.
Oh yeah, because the labyrinth itself was a monster.
Yeah. It's like the monster had 0 defense. Yeah. And the labyrinth had 0 offense.
No. It had like a shit ton of defense.
No. The monster had 0 and the labyrinth had 0 offense. And when you would combine them together with the card,
it's like 16. It's like 16,000 or 1,600 offense and 3,000 defense or whatever. Yeah.
Which was insane, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I remember, like, watching the shows and reading the mangas and thinking that, like, that's the way the card game worked. And, like, I remember, like, playing that way worked with my friends, but then I once, like, entered a tournament, like, at a swap meet, and, like, and I just got wrecked because, like, it was like, that's not how you play the game. Right. Or like I had the God card, like, Raw or something, and I used it, and he's like, that's not a legitimate tournament card.
Oh, and what's his face? I thought it was kind of hilarious, like when the guys that are like holding onto the flying beetles are like jumping down.
Yeah.
Bartholomew is like, "Hey, can you sign an autograph for me?" Like while he's taking on Pika. Like,
dude, he probably came in his pants when he saw that HD cannon,
the 1080-pound cannon, which is like animated really well, but also like completely useless. Like,
He's like, oh, those megapixels.
I like how Zoro like is going on with the whole God Usopp thing.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, it's not just like our Captain Luffy or the God Usopp.
Yeah. Like he like legitimizes it. As,
Yeah.
like, a real thing, yeah.
He's like, I'm here too.
That's so Zoro. He's just like,
irritated by something stupid like that.
yeah. He's always like so oblivious. He'll just say anything and like doesn't really think about it.
Yeah.
Why are all the lines drawn so crooked and so hard to climb? These moves are straight. Like, what the fuck?
Maybe that's like his subtle indication that Kanjuro's not straight.
Ah.
So maybe you're right. He's an Okama.
He's an Okama, man. That's what I'm saying.
You gotta read between those lines.
Ah, lines are not straight. Ah. Oh, look who's on fire.
So dumb.
But that's the only like real thing that like that crew is missing now. An Okama.
A Gaiman?
An Okama? No, dude. If they're gonna get Okama, they need to get They're gonna need to get
Mr.
number
Bon
2,
Clay?
dude. Bon Clay, dude.
Dude, Bon
The
Clay.
most epic fucking dude. He is kind of like he needs to be. He's already
Bon
honorary,
Clay.
dude. He's already an honorary member.
He's there. They probably have like a plaque of him on the on a wall in the
Dude,
ship.
What? Does he have any
sacrificed himself?
powers?
Yeah. He can
Bon Clay?
change his face to any.
Oh yeah, he
With
can
his,
look like
hand.
anyone. That's right.
Yeah. I remember like I had started reading One Piece, but then it started just getting kind of wacko, and I didn't really have the attention span for it when I was younger, and I was more into Naruto, so I stopped reading. And I remember I went to Book Off one day, and this was back when I was like in elementary school.
Book off.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
in Torrance, and like I
Hard
opened I walked into the One Piece category, and I just like picked up one of the random books, and I opened it, and I just started reading it, and I opened it to Bon Clay dressed up as Nami. But you know how Bon Clay has that weird sort of like body, right? I just looked at it, I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I just closed it and I walked away. Like totally just like out of context. I was like, what? It's just this manga is just so weird.
Totally understandable.
Back when I was a naive
A youngin'?
child. A youngling, dude.
When you were like an inch shorter.
It's funny. Dude. It's funny.
Nice. We get that. Listeners, connect the dots.
Yeah, I'm short. I'm this crew's chopper, I guess.
Basically, yeah. He's a chopper of the BSFC.
Not really, actually. I think Luffy's supposed to be pretty short too, right? His character. I don't know how tall he is though. I think he's like 5 something.
I think he's
like an average.
height. It's just like
Yeah.
every bad guy or every
It's
like significant
humongous,
character.
right?
Yeah.
They're like 8 foot something.
All the significant
Yeah.
characters are huge. you
Yeah,
know?
but then I guess if you think about it, though, that makes him like a shrimp, though, right? He is small, right?
Yeah, that's true.
He's like average height by
Like I accept
real world standards.
I accept like Aokiji because he's black. And like we'll just say that, you know, Whitebeard was like a freak of nature, but like there's too many tall ass fools there. Like,
Dude, freaking Bartholomew Kuma is humongous, dude. He's
Oh,
like
yeah.
11
Oh my
foot
God.
something.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's 14 foot. I can't remember. I just know he's freaking huge. The tyrant, man. Okay, well, anyway, so back to this chapter discussion.
The samurai guys are pretty big too.
Wait, what?
The samurai guys are pretty big too. Kinemon and Kanjuro.
Uh-huh.
They're pretty tall.
something I wanted to point out. I think it was hilarious how like Mousy is like freaking out, the one that's like freaking about the princess. And there's like the keep outside, but he can't stop himself in time, and he breaks it down.
And that's really funny.
Yeah, because like the dwarf humor, man. The
Yeah.
dwarves are so stupid. Like, I don't know, man. The dwarf humor is not lost on me. Like, I think it's funny. Like, they're just stupid.
Like,
Wait,
really
where did this
naive.
happen?
Like page 8 and 755. He's like,
We're in
oh.
that chapter now?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the dwarf humor is pretty funny. I just like that they're so gullible.
Yeah.
That usually gets me.
Yeah,
That gets a little
very-
titter out of me.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it like this, but like it kind of reminds me of like retard strength. They're
Oh my
like
God.
extremely powerful, but they're like extremely gullible, and they don't really know what's
Oh my
going
god,
on.
dude.
They got retard strength. That is awesome, dude.
Jesus.
What's up with their princess? What do you think?
Yeah, what's her powers, I wonder?
Is it? Do you think that's her value, or is there some other value?
Yeah,
or-
she probably ate a devil fruit, dude, and she has some sort of like special something.
Or this, like, the Frankie ear, born with great hearing. Like,
Yeah, I know. Where the hell did that come from?
who
Yeah.
cares?
It's actually pretty unnecessary. Yeah.
Born with great hearing.
Yeah, that's literally never been a plot point the whole time we've ever known Frankie.
Yeah.
And suddenly we're like, oh, he has great hearing.
Better not forget that.
Yeah.
He's got some really underestimated ears.
And like this one, Kyun is a 20-year-old woman, and she's like a giant ass bitch. Damn, that's a huge bitch.
That's a huge bit.
Oh my god, dude.
I like her outfit.
Yeah,
She's got like a tie draped between her tits.
like that cleavage, man. And like
Yeah, that cleavage. It's saggy.
she's shaped like Henry. Like her bodily build is like Henry, dude.
This whole fight is just so absurd. Like the Frankie versus what's his name? Senor G, is that his name?
Senior Pink.
Pink, yeah.
Senor Pink.
Yeah.
Senor Pink versus Frankie and this big titty bitch. I like how he's like breaststroking through the ground. He
Yeah,
can just run, man.
I know, dude. I thought that was amazing.
That's... Just look at that.
Because he's wearing
That's-
like swim trunks and
Yeah.
stuff. He's like totally a badass.
No, yeah, you could totally be like mad dashing it right now, but he's like, yeah, he's definitely breaststroking through the ground. It's like absolutely unnecessary. There's more work on his part, dude. Yeah.
It's graceful, I guess. That's why he's doing it.
Oh yeah,
That's why he's doing
it's
it.
definitely very graceful. It's just like hilariously over excessive and epic.
And even when Frankie does like the suplex, like
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
still
yeah.
like the splashes of.
Yeah.
What if that's his power? What if he can turn the ground into like?
No, that is his power. He swims through the ground. That's his power.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, how else would he breaststroke through the
I
ground?
thought he was just crazy.
You thought he was like flopping like a magic carpet,
Yeah.
like across the ground.
That's what that's legit what I thought. That's why I was so confused. Like,
Yeah, dude, he can swim through the ground.
that's the stupidest power ever, man.
Yeah, he's like blub blub. He's like drowning. In
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's kind of a
That'd be so
scary.
lol.
That's a scary power, though, if you think about it. Like, cause you could grab someone and pull them underneath the ground.
And drown him with the ground.
Yeah.
That would be fucking crazy.
And like, he went down from that attack, and he's supposed to be like, you know, Don Quixote family, and this bitch is like totally fine. Like, hey, like,
And then Frankie kisses her, and
Yeah.
she's all like, she
he
wants
grabs
to
her by the tie. He grabs her by the tie and kisses her.
What does he say? They're heartbreakers.
Yeah.
We're nothing more than heartbreakers.
Yeah.
They're both wearing sunglasses, just super thug, dude.
Yeah, just don't give a fuck. They're meant for each other.
Worked up from one kiss. Nothing more than puppy love.
And we're nothing more than heartbreak. So stupid, dude.
I also like Frankie's attack, like at the bottom of that page, page 16.
Oh,
There's a
yeah.
nipple.
Nipple light special, like it's his special.
Yeah, that's like his like trump card. It's his nipples.
Yeah, that's like his like A, B, L, R, all the buttons mashed together, super special combo.
Yeah, exactly.
Diaper bomb.
Diaper bomb nipple special. Oh god, it's absurd. But I would expect nothing less from a Frankie fight. Frankly. No takers.
I heard it and I choosing to ignore.
I was reading the chapter. What would you say?
He said,
Nothing.
"Yeah, nothing."
Okay, yeah.
You can hear it again when I edit all this together.
Might as well.
When the episode's released.
Might as well have been nothing because it probably.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
funny, yeah. Nice try, John.
Yeah. I guess the only other big point is what's up with the fairy princess, right?
Yeah.
So what kind of speculations do you have
Oh well,
on that?
before we get to there, real quick, God Usopp is about to become relevant again because like he's with King
what?
Riku and Viola.
God Usopp is about to become relevant, is what he just said.
Yeah, he's with.
No, I know that, but I can't remember that.
Because like he's with
never mind.
Riku and like Viola and like the other guys, and everyone that's like there was commanded to attack where he is. So like he's got to come through and another like clutch bullshitting his way through the situation type thing.
Hack is there too, one of the revolutionaries.
Oh yeah, well
So,
we might be.
we might see.
He's like a fishman, right?
He's
a fishman. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He knows fisherman karate. That's why he's dressed like that.
Yeah.
Dude, this is hella dangerous, man. Those are like the highest value targets, King Riku.
All together, yeah, dude.
Usopp, yeah.
God Usopp is like the highest target, right? He's like 5 stars or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 5 stars.
Yeah.
They're fucked. In this situation, I feel like his cowardice is warranted, but like in other situations, it's not.
Yeah.
In this case, I totally get it.
Yeah.
I'd be shitting myself
they should be
too.
coming back. Yeah, his cowardice should be coming back in these sort of big moments,
Yeah.
where it's like everything feels a little bit overwhelming.
But like, what's funny though is that like, even though his like cowardice has like prevented him from like coming through for them, he's usually like the one that's in the clutch situation. Like, damn, we really need like, a bailout right now, and it's like it's Usopp. It's like he's usually the one that does it. Like,
Yeah, dude. He literally erased the toy fruit or whatever.
oh yeah,
Like totally
yeah.
coincidental. It was like
Yeah.
not even his. He didn't even.
That's why he has the 5 stars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, remember when in Annie's lobby when like they're like trying to like at the last second they're like, oh my god, like
We need the boat.
yeah, and like what's it called?
No, the boat came by itself though, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
the boat
yeah,
came
it
by
did,
itself.
yeah.
It was oh my god, they're about to take Robin to the other side, and then like the Marines start getting shot down, and Robin escapes, and it was freaking Usopp like sniping them.
Oh
from
yeah,
far away,
as
Sogeking, yeah.
Oh yeah.
He just always comes through in the clutch, man. That's Usopp.
Soga King is like
So
right
he's,
up
like,
there.
What like, I guess I'm trying to get at is that like, his like team value on that crew is like supremely high just from like what he's done for them in like the clutch situations.
Just out of like the sort of like positions he's been able to be in
the right place at the right time, just happened to be able to do his thing.
Yeah.
So like his team value is extremely high, even though we all take him for granted. We think, oh, Usopp's weak.
Which like is like pretty well connected with his power, with his strength, which is like sniping, right?
Yeah.
Which is kind of based on the idea of like being able to hit your target, like
without being hit,
Yeah, or like being like specializing in being able to make that one thing count. Right?
Yeah, like if you assassinate the one guy, then like maybe the war is over because he's the leader of them.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's like that's what his specialty is, and so he kind of embodies that his very own strength through character. I guess that's kind of interesting. I never bothered to think about it.
And another thing, now that we're on that topic, is that snipers are usually never in harm's way, and that's what he is. He's never in harm's way. He's always just like running away and hiding and stuff, and like always taking.
I don't know. He's kind of in harm's way a lot though. He kind of gets fucked up like
just from being on the crew.
Yeah.
But like he's always like running away and hiding and stuff. So like compared to a lot of the other ones, like he's not that in harm's way that often.
But when he does, though, he gets pummeled to shit.
Yeah.
Like beyond repair. I don't understand how he's
every
still
time they
alive.
draw him like that, his nose is crooked.
Yeah, his nose is crooked. Like, oh yeah, messed up.
Well, yeah, Princess Moncherry. They talk like Hack knows about the power, or no, it's Riku that knows about the power, right?
Yeah.
Riku's telling them about like, oh, I'm sure he wants her power, but we need that power right now. Like, it must be something like of extreme.
Oh, did he say that?
Yeah.
Shit.
Riku's talking to them on the beach, and he says that they're hiding Moncherry. I can't think of anywhere else they do it other than the royal palace. Viola has an ability where she can look for people, apparently.
Yeah. Well, I don't really understand her ability too well.
Yeah, she like cried whales out of her eyes, dude.
Yeah. She can like see into you or your soul or something. What is it? She did something to Sanji, right?
Yeah, like she could like read almost do like a Professor X sort of thing.
Okay.
Just, like, read his mind and like understand his experience and like see his memories.
That's kind of crazy, actually.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Very useful. What if her power is like something totally OP as fuck.
What if
it is pretty OP. I remember thinking it was pretty gnarly.
What if she's one of the ancient
No.
weapons?
I'm talking about the dwarf princess.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean I could see that. You know, kind of like the mermaid princess.
Yeah,
Shirahoshi.
exactly.
Yeah,
All
I don't
the
know, but
princesses?
that's like another. I kind of hope not, because that's just like too soon, you know? Because there's only like 3 ultimate weapons, right? And one of them is supposedly underneath Alabasta, or with Alabasta somewhere, and then Shirahoshi is Poseidon. Essentially.
But think about it like this: the two, like, what's it called? Reveals of the ancient weapons were always associated with like a princess, like Princess Bibi.
Oh, you know what? Now that I
Alabasta.
think about it, it's already done. It's done. Because there's one with Alabasta, there's Shirahoshi, and then the blueprints that Frankie had. So all 3 of them,
that's Pluto or something.
yeah,
I think.
Pluton.
Or
So,
Pluton,
yeah, so,
Pluton,
So
yeah.
they're all done already then, right? All 3 of them are already revealed.
Wait, what's under Alabasta?
I forget one of the ancient weapons.
It was supposed to be like a vessel or something like that.
No,
No.
Pluton's the vessel. There are only 2 weapons.
No, there are 3.
What?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are 3. There's one underneath Alabasta, and Shirahoshi is Poseidon, and then Cuddy Flam had the blueprints to the...
Pluton.
I mean, I guess we can... Here, I can look it up real quick. Alright, real quick, sort of like intermission. 1 second. Okay, yeah, so there are 3 ancient weapons. There's Pluton, Poseidon, and Uranus. Pluton is... Pluton
Ancient of what?
is what was being fought for during Water 7. Frankie had the blueprints to that, to Pluton. Poseidon is we already know what Poseidon is, and then Uranus is thought to be. Well, the wiki says nothing is currently known about Uranus except for its name. Given the nature of Pluton and Poseidon, Uranus could easily be an animate or inanimate object. But I'm assuming Uranus is underneath Alabasta. Sandy and crusty, dry.
Mad hemorrhoids.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Sometimes bleeding.
Sometimes bleeding. Huh. I don't remember that, but thank you for the refresher.
You're cutting out again. What?
I said I don't remember reading that, but thank you for the refresher.
Oh yeah, no problem, dude.
So
wait, quick question. So Frankie, he still has those.
No. He like burned them or something. They got destroyed. But he remembers them though, because he saw the blueprints.
Okay.
And
yeah, he's
like,
a fucking gangster.
And as
like that.
as the number 1 like engineer, like he's probably gonna make it.
Yeah, he'll
or
make
something.
God, what a G, dude.
And like also as a member of like the Straw Hat crew.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. So back to the chapter then. Well, we're pretty much done though. That's the last page.
Yeah.
With Mancheri.
Yeah.
All right. Speculation. They're gonna show the connection between Leo and Mancheri. That's all I can say.
Oh yeah.
I don't have any particular speculations. I mean, it's just kind of One Piece is just kind of going at whatever fucking pace it wants to.
I know, and like
it's like
going into whatever area of the story it wants to go to.
Yeah, I feel like there isn't really much of a point in trying to like kind of get the jump on what's gonna happen, because like any possible thing
I mean,
can
that's
happen.
the fun about it. That's
Yeah.
the fun about the speculation, like especially in One Piece, like you never know what's gonna happen. You know?
It's like you're more likely to be wrong than you are right, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think either
like maybe like Mancheri's powers is like the ability to make like really delicious cherry pies, and like that's what Riku wants. Like he needs, this country needs like a bunch of cherry pies to be happy again. Like everyone's like, if everyone could have a cherry pie, then we would all stop killing each other.
Mancheri's power is to create whatever is inside. So I'm gonna call that she can re-emulate any demon fruit for anyone.
That's fucking... Dude, that's ridiculous, dude.
That's her power.
No.
So, like, if she matches
ridiculous,
up against
dude.
Akainu, she can use lava.
Dude, that's fucking retarded.
No, that's what she can
dude.
do.
Oh,
No way.
that would be
dude.
crazy.
No way, that's not gonna happen.
Kind of like in Heroes, that guy who could like absorb other people's powers.
Yeah,
and then use
if he
them?
was close to them, I think his name was like Adam or something, right?
Siler.
No, Siler's the
Nah,
guy who.
well, Siler stole
Siler
powers.
eats like part of people's brains and then can use their powers.
Peter Petrelli.
Peter Petrelli, yeah, that's his name. Yeah. He's like the good version of Siler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm calling Mancherry, man. You can just
Mancherry.
re-emulate people's powers.
No way, dude.
The
Because then why would
mirror
she be
fruit.
stuck in that freaking jail cell, dude?
Because she's a freaking dwarf. And those fools are stupid.
Dude, what if her power instead was to like negate powers in the vicinity?
Oh, kind of like, that was also in Heroes, right? There's that
Yeah,
one
yeah.
guy who, like, that was his one power. It's like, if you're around him, you couldn't use your powers anymore.
Yeah. So that's why like he's feared, or that's why she's feared rather
Yeah.
by Doflamingo. In which case he should have just killed her. But maybe then the fruit would just go somewhere else,
Yeah.
and then someone else could get it.
Yeah, so he had to lock her away.
Yeah.
That's interesting, actually. I kind of
Especially
like
to
that.
have it in the body of like a dwarf that's like stupid, you know? Like, if the
Yeah, exactly.
smart ass fool got it, like he can like create some real havoc with that. you
Yeah,
know?
like he could like join with like Kaido or something and
Yeah.
just wreck
Yeah.
every single like establishment out there.
Send someone out
except
there.
for
that-
Shanks, because Shanks I don't think relies on devil fruits.
Dude, no, like,
Yeah.
you'd basically like put him with Zoro, or give the fruit to Zoro, and like, you don't have a devil
Yeah,
fruit.
Pika would
I
be
don't
dead
need it
like
there.
right now.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Pika wouldn't Pika would be donezo.
No one
Yeah.
would stand a chance, dude.
Yeah. No, that's a really cool point. I kind of hope Shanks' like pirate crew is like all just like
No devil fruits.
no devil fruits whatsoever. That'd be freaking crazy.
Yeah.
That'd be
They
thug,
just
dude.
beast.
That'd be thug.
Yeah.
They're just like,
Super thug.
Yeah.
we don't need any devil fruits. Like, we're just badass. Like, and we're only a crew of 10, unlike all these other bitches.
They're just all like hockey experts, dude.
That would be awesome.
Okay.
And like they're like specialists in their own field, kind of like Luffy's crew, but like to the max. Like, they have a sniper, they have a doctor, just like the same, but like on
Yeah.
another level, and coordinated from the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Where there's like Luffy's crew is kind of like a crapshoot. No one really knows what they're doing. They're
Yeah.
just like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, they're always like,
Yeah.
oh hey, actually, fuck the plan. I saw something cool. I want to go do that. You know, like that's like Luffy's crew, and their crew is like totally like in sync.
Organized and
Yeah.
like they've been at it for a while. All the more sadder when they get destroyed by Blackbeard.
Yeah, it's coming too. I'm ready to cry.
Yeah.
I have storage. I have like a separate tear
Tear
gland,
duct, just like waiting.
just
to,
like
yeah.
like reserved for
Waiting
the
for
death of
seepage,
Shanks and
dude.
his crew.
Yeah. When it starts tearing up, we'll know. We'll know. It's about to happen soon. Alright, what about you, John? What's your, oh yeah, you said negating powers.
That was mine, yeah.
Okay, well, alright, well, there's our speculation then, I guess.
All right, guys, thank you for listening in. We will have another podcast this week, definitely. No missing out, I promise, on my end. I
If
think,
Alex remembers his SD cards.
Well, before that, it was definitely Justin.
but so I think we're gonna have like some exciting chapter in front of us, most likely with One Piece. Thank you for listening once again. Thanks to our special guest from Japan, John Garcia.
Yay.
We out. Later, guys.
Peace.
Bye bye.